Alright, y'all. Captain Bart and I are out here at Sand Ridge for one of the first nice days of the year so far.
This is the only first nice day this year.
But just came out for a few hours. This is my kit loadout. There's my bag. That's the Masabi Range by Frost River. Gonna try out my new tarp doors. Maybe have a little coffee and a little fire.
Fire!
And whatnot, but it is still pretty wet out here, as you can see from where I was walking a minute ago. Just very wet and damp. This side up here is not too bad. This is more sand than mud, but so we're gonna go ahead and get a fire going, and I might set up my tarp and hammock. But yeah, so I'm going to start looking for some firewood. Put my War Bonnet Mamba Jamba up for the sole purpose of trying out my new door kit that I got. After the Ludington trip that I went on up in Michigan, I found that I was lacking. So I bought the door kit. I did not want it sewn on, so what I did was I just bought the separate door kit. One thing I soon found out was that this gray tab right here equals the bottom, the black tab equals the top, the short side equals going across, and the long side equals going out to the stake. Now you'll notice that the tarp has long, I pulled it out a long way as opposed to that side, which is staked right at the edge. I wanted to try that to see how the doors would act on different lengths of tie outs. So the doors work pretty good so far. This one's a little bit slack, but I find that it works better that way, at least on this side, because they made up a lot better. There's a smaller hole in the top. They almost seem like they're a hair short on this end. Of course, that could be because these are twisted, but you can tighten them up in all different directions. You can see that it's the same setup, just narrowed in a bit on this end, and this end is a lot easier to go in. It's a game of plan, but you can see from the inside, and I can tell a big difference as far as the wind goes here. I tried to hang in my hammock, but I forgot my straps this trip, so that's not going to be happening. But I can definitely tell a difference in the wind in here. There is still some because I haven't got it all the way to ground here. But you know, it would just have to depend on where you're setting up, what the conditions are, and you'd have to set it up accordingly. But you can see how this one's set up here. You can see a small hole at the top for the hammock suspension, and those are nice and sealed all the way up. Whereas these ones are pulled a little too far apart, and there's a bigger gap, and they're not sealed all the way up. So I think the better use would be to stake them, if you know you're going to need the doors, stake them closer like that as opposed to that. That will give you a better area of stakage. But yeah, I think they're going to do good. They should help in a rainstorm. But I can't wait to try them out for real. I think this one needs to be loosened up just a hair more. Oop, that's too much. But anyway, yeah, so I think instead of hooking everything onto one ring, I might hook the doors to each other like this. Clip that other side to this one, just like I've clipped this one to there. That seems to be a little bit easier to manage. And so yeah, it's gonna require some more, you know, usage and testing and whatnot to make things fit a little better and know how to use it. But I also think that if I was going to use these and pull it in as far as I have, I probably would use the pull-outs, which I have the tarp upside down right now, and the pull-outs are on the inside. But yeah, so that's what's going on. But yeah, I'll get back to y'all here in a little bit. Where Captain Bart just put some coffee on here a few moments ago. Can't wait to have some of that. And yeah, so like I said, that's all the kit I brought with me today. The tarp, the door kit, the hammock. This is something we found, and it's a large, one of the metal ones of the Night Eyes figure 9s. It was hanging here in a tree with some paracord-ish cord, and so finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
International salvage law sounds so much better.
Right? But anyway, so yeah, we're the only people out here today, which is nice.
We're always the only people out
right?
here.
And so yeah, fire's slowly dying. I took the tarp down. We got out here pretty late today, and
but it was awesome!
yes, it was. Captain Bart shared his Starbucks via, which is pretty awesome, and my Seta Summit cup. It's insulated, so my coffee's still hot. Pretty much packed up. I got almost everything in the Masavi range.
I'm almost sorry I got rid of that bag.
I love the hell out of it, and it'll probably never leave me.
Don't say never.
But yeah, so drinking the last bit of my coffee, rinse the cup out and throw whatever's left on the fire, and we'll be heading out. I might shoot one more short clip it before we get completely out of here, but for the most part, it's pretty well done. Had a great day. Got the reset button hit and all that good nonsense, and hopefully we'll be out here for an overnighter. And
soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. One of these days we'll get out here for a stranded hiker. Maybe after everything dries up.
Yeah, because this would not be fun like it is right now. This would be miserable with this mud.
Right.
Because we're going to have to be right up on the fire to
right.
do it right. And you can't build fire anywhere but on the pads.
Right.
So
and
we have to really pick our spot.
We had to pick the highest ground today because all the other fire pits are like complete water all the way around them.
Ponds.
Yeah. So yeah, so we've got some other stuff we're planning on maybe doing this summer, and you know, same old. But anyway, guys, yeah, so that'll probably be it. I might shoot one more clip before I go, but other than that, thanks for watching.